Alright, so let me also show you what I mean by lag, and let me jump to the map application. Alright, so we're in the map application. I just chose to get New York City, and let me show you what I mean. See this lag? It doesn't easily register what I wanted to do, and alright, that's the demo for the lag. Now let me talk about the two options for color here. You have the black and the white. Now the reason I chose the white, not because I thought it was you know, crazy beautiful, but I like the fact that I could see these the selection buttons really easily with the white. With the black ones, they kind of fade in, and that's the reason why I picked the white. But on the other hand, retrospectively speaking, I would have picked the black one just because it's less evident. I mean, when you put this on at your ear, the white one will be more noticeable, as well as when you just hold on to it anywhere. It's just very noticeable. It's bright. I would say if you pick the black one, it would draw less attention, and unless you really want attention, then pick the white. But if you want to draw less attention and you feel you want to feel less conscious about using this phone, then pick the darker color. So now let me talk about one of the main selling points of this phone, and that's the S Pen. So this is the S Pen. It doesn't have any batteries. It does have a button here, and one thing that I've found weird is that it doesn't work with the capacitive buttons, which is a shame, because then you have to use gestures type, and you have to click on this and do like this to go backwards and down to go home from any app. But you know, it's not intuitive, and you end up using the second hand for these capacitive buttons. So let me go to the S memo and show you or demo some of the capabilities and what I don't quite like about this stylus. And I'm not gonna say this is not a stylus. It's a stylus. You know, it is what it is. Alright, so my problem with this is that when you go with it kind of lags behind you. It doesn't. There is some sort of a delay. Another thing that I noticed is that it doesn't really put the mark where the white tip touches. There's a little bit of offset, and from what I'm understanding is they did it on purpose, but I don't like it, especially when I need to pinpoint and select a dot. Like I'm trying to get this dot exactly in the middle, and there is a teeny tiny of offset, and it's very hard to get adjusted to this offset, because really you really want it to touch right there, but it doesn't. So that's frustrating. Now there is a setting where you can choose left oriented or right oriented hand, but there's still an offset. Now it does improve a little if you calibrate this the S Pen, and to do it you need to pretty much go into the dialer and type *#0 *#, and it's going to go to this LCD test menu, and in this there's an S Pen test, and it lets you go through the edge and supposedly it calibrates it. Now notice here, the furthest that it will go is not all the way to the end of the screen. Also on the bottom. So the sensor is actually about 2 millimeters from the edge of the screen, and it's all the way on the right one, and on the top, but not on the left side and the bottom side. The bottom, so the digitizer is a little offset here. I wonder if it has anything to do with the problem of the offset. Anyway, this screen has a lot of tests. The ability to check if you have any dead or stuck pixels. One thing I found very nice is the sensor screen, which shows you all the sensors going, and as you can see, it does have a barometer. A lot of reviews don't mention it, but this has the ability to get air pressure, I guess. So it knows the altitude. And look how many changes it has every millisecond. You know, the magnetic sensor, the gyroscope, even this thing is not moving. It still senses something. I guess there's some vibration in the in this place. You can even see a graph. Ooh, that's pretty cool, I would think. So that's the S Pen. Let me talk about the dialer. I thought that the dialer was pretty nice. It's very very intuitive, very easy to use. There's one setting that I found interesting, is when you actually make a call. If you go into the menu, there's this noise suppression on button, and you can turn it on and off. It's there, and also the ability to put in a memo. Also in the pull down, you can end the call from there, and you can switch to speaker and mute and all that stuff right from there, which is very nice. So cool beans for them. That is something that I enjoyed seeing, or it is very useful. One more thing that I wanted to mention that I thought a lot of people would like to know is that it's very easy to root the Note. There's an active developer activity, and this phone has been really easy to root. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Pretty much anybody can do it, and frankly, I think every phone should come unrooted. just because it lets you back up the stuff very easily and restore it if you wanted to. Besides the ability to use stuff that need root permissions. So yeah, really easy to also put custom ROMs, and there seems to be a pretty active developer activity under XDA forums. So with that in mind, I think this will be a very popular phone for custom ROMs and etc. So I'm looking forward for that. Two more things I wanted to mention about this phone. One, as far as notifications, the Evo and a lot of HTC, I think most of them, if not all of them, have a notification light going on the top. Actually, they have two. One for the battery and another one that's for notification. And the Samsung Note has none. That is quite annoying. Now, I'm hoping in the future that some developers will come up with having the capacitive light come up blinking when there's a notification coming up. So we'll see. But as for now, you cannot see if there's any new notifications without either hearing it or looking on the screen when it's turned on. There is an app called No LED where it basically turns a few pixels, but I found that it's while it's a really nice attempt, it did drain the battery more than I liked. Now, one more thing that I wanted to mention is the a software called Kai's. So this software is called Kaiser, and basically what it does is it lets you connect from your PC or Mac or basically any computer that has a browser and drop and drag stuff straight to your device. And all you do is press start. It gives you an IP address with a port, and you put it in your browser. You have to be on the same network. So let me show you how it works. I'm gonna punch in this address into my other phone's browser. So so this is how it shows up. Basically, it gives you access to everything on the phone. Okay, so if you have any questions about this phone, please let me know. Put it in the comments, and I would appreciate if you thumb up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.